Shadow AI is already running in most environments. I'm not talking about the flashy kind that makes headlines. I'm talking about quiet tools and local models that don't look like malware, but are quietly moving your data in all the wrong directions. Today, you'll learn how to spot unauthorized AI before it creates an incident for your team. Hey everyone, Rob here. If you're just starting in cybersecurity or aiming for that first security operations center role, this one's for you. We're talking about Shadow AI, unapproved AI tools and services that users spin up without security knowing about it. Look, as someone new to the SOC, you're not expected to shut down Shadow AI yourself. Your role is simpler. Notice it, write it up clearly, and hand it off to the right people. Let me show you what I mean. A development team experimented with a local AI tool on a dev machine and started pasting customer data into an external AI service. No malware alerts went off. There were no antivirus flags either, but someone checking proxy logs noticed steady connections to api.openai.com and unusual data uploads. That's exactly the kind of signal a good SOC analyst catches if you know what to look for. Here's a simple framework you can use. Think of Shadow AI detection in 3 lanes: network monitoring, endpoint monitoring, and cloud app discovery. You don't need to master all 3 right away. Pick one lane, understand what signals to look for, then expand your knowledge from there. Let's start with network monitoring. Most SOC teams are already watching web traffic anyway, so this builds on what you probably know. Look for connections to known AI service domains, like the ones shown on screen. Your web proxy or firewall logs probably already capture this data. You're basically asking 2 simple questions. Who's talking to AI services? And are they sending way more data than normal? Work with your security information and event management team to set up searches that flag first-time connections to AI domains or uploads over 5 megabytes or whatever threshold makes sense in your environment. Think of it like turning on a porch light. You're not stopping anyone yet. You're just seeing who's there. If your tools show additional connection details, that's helpful but not required. The main signal is the domain name and data volume. Don't worry if you don't see every technical detail. Basic traffic monitoring catches a large portion of Shadow AI activity. Next up is endpoint monitoring. You're looking for users running AI software directly on their machines. Some AI tools run as background services and create network connections you can spot. Popular local AI tools often use, but not always, predictable process names like Alama or open network ports to serve content. If your endpoint detection and response system shows a new process you don't recognize, especially one that's listening for network connections, that's worth investigating. Your job isn't to determine if it's good or bad. It's to document what you see and escalate to someone who can make that call. The 3rd lane is cloud app discovery. Your organization probably has tools that automatically spot what cloud apps people are using, and these tools can often identify AI apps automatically. If your team uses something like Microsoft Defender for cloud apps or similar tools, they might already be flagging AI app usage. You just need to know where to look. The pattern here is simple. Users try new AI tools. Those tools show up in discovery feeds, and someone needs to decide if they're approved or not. That someone might be you, or it might be your manager or security engineer. Here's where I see teams mess this up, and it's good to know these patterns so you can avoid them. Here's the thing. If you only watch network traffic, you'll miss local AI tools. If you only watch endpoints, you'll miss browser-based AI usage. While if you only rely on app discovery, direct API connections slip through. The best approach combines signals from multiple sources. You're probably thinking, should we just block everything AI-related immediately? In most mature SOC environments, the answer is no. What you want to do is start with visibility first. Document what you're seeing, build a baseline of normal activity, then work with your team to decide what needs blocking versus what needs approval processes. Remember, your role is to spot and escalate, not to make blocking decisions on your own. When you find something suspicious, create a good ticket with what you observed, where you found it, and who was involved. Let the security engineers and managers decide the next steps. Here's why this approach works and why your managers will care about it. The NIST AI Risk Management Framework is designed to help organizations understand, measure, and manage risks associated with AI systems, which begins with identifying and understanding those systems. In simple terms, NIST basically says you need to know what AI you have before you can manage it properly. When you spot Shadow AI, that's exactly what you're helping with. Similarly, Security frameworks like OWASP work on LLM applications, highlight data handling risks when working with AI services. That's why unusual upload patterns matter. These frameworks matter because they're what auditors, compliance teams, and incident responders reference when something goes wrong. When you document shadow AI properly, you're helping your organization stay ahead of these requirements instead of scrambling to catch up after an incident. On well-run SOC teams, someone checks for these shadow AI signals regularly, often as part of a daily or weekly routine. Maybe someone checks unusual network connections in the morning, scans for new processes around lunch, or reviews discovered apps before heading home. The key is making it systematic and calm, not reactive. 15 minutes checking each type of signal gives you solid coverage without taking over your whole day. I've seen this approach catch issues early and reduce surprise incidents because you're building awareness instead of just responding to problems after they happen. If you want to start applying this today, pick one lane and focus there first. If your team monitors web traffic, ask how to search for connections to AI domains. If you work with endpoint tools, learn where process information appears in your console. If your organization uses cloud app discovery, find out where those reports live. Don't try to become an expert overnight. Just focus on recognizing these signals and writing them up clearly. What's important is to keep your shadow AI notes simple. What you saw, where you saw it, who was involved, and when it happened. Good documentation makes everyone's job easier. Ask your team leads what level of AI usage actually needs escalating. Some organizations are more permissive, while others are more restrictive. So knowing the local policy helps you prioritize your findings better. Before we wrap up, remember this. You don't need to understand every technical detail to be effective at shadow AI detection. You need to spot patterns, write clear notes, and know when to escalate. That's exactly what good SOC analysts do every day with all kinds of security signals. Pick one detection approach, get comfortable with the signals, then expand your skills from there. The AI landscape changes quickly, but the fundamentals of good SOC work, observation, documentation, escalation, stay the same. Stay observant, keep learning, and remember, consistent, calm monitoring beats panic every time. That's it for now. See you on the next one.